Hello friends, today we will learn single phase full wave control rectifier with the RL load. In practice, the load may not be always be purely resistive, but it can be purely inductive or the combination of the resistance and the inductance. So the load current can be continuous depending upon the value of the inductance. So discussion here is made with an assumption that the load inductance is large enough so that the current is continuous and the ripple factor so the equal to the I0. So what is the I0? Is nothing but the Is and is nothing but the I0. I0, that means the load current. Okay, so I0 is nothing but the load current. So the four thyristor are here, thyristor T1, T2, T3 and the T4 thyristor. So operate in the the four thyristor SCR1, SCR2, SCR3, SCR4 operate in the two pairs. One pair conducting at any given instant of the time. That means T1 or T2, T3 and the T4. The firing angle alpha in both the half cycle is same. So the operation can be explained by considering the different time interval are as follows. The waveform of the circuit as shown in the figure number 2. This is the waveform circuit for single phase a full wave control rectifier with the resistive load. So start with the mode operation of the single phase full wave control rectifier with the resistive and the inductive load. So in this mode, the mode number 1, alpha to omega t to pi. That means in the positive half cycle of the input AC supply, the inductance is the positive. The inductance is positive with respect to the Ln. That means the line is this is the L point, that means positive, and N point, that is the negative. Okay, so the AC supply, the positive half cycle of the AC input of the supply, the L is positive. This is the L, the point L is the positive with respect to the neutral, N is the negative. So the SCR1 and SCR2 are the forward bias and can be turned on the desired value of the alpha, can be turn on the desired value of the alpha. At the instant of the alpha, the SCR1 and SCR2 are the triggered. As the thyristor are working as the ideal switches, so they connect the input AC supply across the load. So therefore load voltage alpha equals instantaneous supply voltage. So already conducting the pair SCR3 and SCR4 is commutated due to the application of the line voltage across them in the opposite direction. So they are in the reverse bias direction and they are in the forward bias direction. So SCR1 and SCR2 will be conducting in this process, and commutating the thyristor is known as the line commutation. So SCR3 and SCR4 are the commutated, but SCR1 and SCR2 will be continuous to conduct. So the load voltage is the positive equal to the instantaneous supply voltage, and the load current is positive constant and ripple free equal to the I0. So the polarity of the load voltage and the load current is the positive. So the load current and the load voltage is the positive. That means the VL and IL, it will be positive and the negative. That means positive is connected with the line terminal and negative is connected with the negative terminal. So in this mode, the SCR1 and SCR2 will be conducting. So the current flowing through this circuit is from single phase supply, then T1, then RL load, then T2, and then negative, back to the negative supply. So the IL and I0, it will be flow from this diagram, flow through this direction, So similarly in the waveform, the AC input voltage is the sinusoidal waveform. Okay, so what is the load voltage? Is nothing but from 0 to alpha. The SCR, it will not conducting here. From 0 to alpha, the SCR will be not conducting here. So what happened in the second mode? In the second mode of the operation, in the first mode operation, only SCR1 and SCR2 will be conducting, but SCR3 and SCR4 is not conducting. But in the mode of the operation, but in the waveform, you have see here the SCR1 and SCR2 is not conducting here, so that the load voltage across the AC input voltage across it is not same. So when the SCR T1 and T2 will be conducting here, so in the mode of the operation number 2, the mode of the operation number 2, pi omega t to pi to alpha. In that case, the mode of the 2 operation, at the instant of the pi, the input AC voltage passes through the 0. That means the AC input voltage is passes through the 0. That means T1 and T2 is conducting, the T3 and T4 is not conducting here. Okay, we are in the obviously in the first mode, because 1 and 2 SCR is not conducting at the instant of the mode number 1. So that in the mode number 2, at the instant of the pi, the AC supply voltage passes through the 0. That means the AC voltage supply is passes from the 0. It passes from the 0. Now in case whenever the voltage is passes from the 0, and after the pi radian, it becomes a negative. After the pi, it becomes a negative. Okay, it becomes a negative, so that the inductive load will try to oppose any change in the current through it. So oppose the change in current through it. So you can see here, from the load voltage 0 to alpha, it will be not conducting here, but alpha to pi is nothing but the increasing the load voltage will be slowly, and from pi to alpha it will be conducting like that. So what is the pi to pi plus alpha? So in this mode, from pi to pi plus alpha, in the second mode, pi omega t and then pi plus alpha, in this case the inductive load will try to oppose any change in current through it in order to maintain the load current constant in the same direction, so that the self-induced voltage appear across the load, and the polarity of the voltage as shown in the figure number C. This is the figure number 1, 2 and 3, and nothing but the figure number C. Okay, then this self-induced voltage is the height enough to maintain the SCR1 and SCR2. So in the forward direction, forward bias, so the negative supply of the voltage, and in this way SCR1 and SCR2 will be continue to conduct even after the supply voltage has become a negative. So the load voltage is negative is equal to instantaneous AC supply voltage, where the load current continues to positive. So see in this waveform, so from 0 to pi, it will be the AC input voltage, it will be positive, but after the pi it will be the negative, so that the AC after that load voltage from pi to pi plus alpha, the load voltage is negative. You can see here the load voltage, it will be the negative and continuous equal to the instantaneous AC supply voltage, where the load current continues to be positive. So therefore the load act as a source, and energy stored in the inductance return back to the AC supply. So the inductance, it behave like the source. So that energy delivered to the load. So inductor is energy delivered to the load. But in case of the mode number 1, it is the energy feedback. Here the energy feedback. What is the energy feedback? The load voltage is that means the inductance, it act as a source voltage. It store the energy. In which case, from alpha to pi. In that case, energy will be stored in the inductor, and inductor, it behave like the AC source, so that only the conducting part of the T1 and T2, it will be only the conducting part, not the conducting SCR1 and SCR2. But in the after the storing the energy in the inductor, then energy delivered to the load, and therefore it load act as a source, and stored energy in inductance instantaneous is returned back to the AC supply. So that in the mode number 3, okay, so in the mode number 3, in the mode number 3, in the mode number 3, at the instant of the pi to alpha, at the instant of the pi to alpha and 2 pi plus alpha, oh sorry, pi to alpha to 2 pi, pi to alpha to 2 pi. In that case, the other pair of the SCR, that means SCR3 and SCR4, this SCR3 and SCR4 will be the conducting, that means it turn on, and this will be connect the negative input voltage across the conducting SCR1 and SCR2. So this is the reverse line voltage will commute the conducting SCR due to the line commutation. That means, so see in this figure, in that case the conduction is transferred from SCR1 and SCR2. In that case, SCR1 and SCR2, it will be conducted from pi alpha to pi plus alpha, that means 0 to pi plus alpha. So from alpha to pi, in that case S1 and S2 will be conducting. After that, the negative supply, the SCR3 and SCR4 will be the conducting after the pi plus alpha. That means the load voltage, it will be negative, and the AC supply voltage, it also negative. In that case, from pi plus alpha to 2 pi, the SCR3 and SCR4 will be conducting. So the load voltage again becomes positive. So the load voltage, it again becomes the positive. So the load will store energy in this mode. अभी लोड क्या करेगा? Load will be store the load will be store the load will store energy in this mode, so that SCR3 and SCR4 will be conducting in the negative half cycle of the AC supply. So in the AC supply, this is the AC supply, this is the AC supply, and the negative of the AC supply, the SCR3 and SCR4 will be the conducting in this mode. So from pi to alpha, pi plus alpha, yes, pi plus alpha to 2 pi, SCR3 and SCR4 will be conducting, and from alpha to pi, S1 and S2 will be the conducting here. So as the both the load voltage and current at the same polarity of the load store the energy. So for the mode number 4, yes, this is the mode number 4 here, from 0 to alpha or 2 pi to 2 pi plus, that means 0 to alpha, that means this is 0 to alpha or 2 pi plus after that 0 to alpha, that or 2 pi plus alpha. Okay, so in this mode the SCR1 and SCR2 will be the conducting again, and this repetition will be the continuously turn on, and whenever after that from 0 to 2 pi or after that at the instant 0 or 2 pi, the input AC voltage passes through the 0 and becomes the positive. So inductive load will try to oppose any change in the current. So order to maintain the load current constant in the same direction, so the self-induced voltage appear across the load and induce the voltage is negative, as shown in the figure C. Then what is the load voltage, and then maintain the conducting SCR3 and SCR4, then maintain conducting the SCR3 and SCR4 in the forward bias direction in spite of the change in the polarity of the input supply. In this way, SCR3 and SCR4 continue to conduct even after the supply voltage reverse the polarity. So the load voltage is negative is equal to the instantaneous supply voltage. So you can see here the load voltage will be the negative. After that the SCR3 and SCR4 will be the conducting here. Okay. So this is the therefore the load act as a therefore the load act as a load current, the load voltage, it act as a even after the supply voltage, and it act as a storing the energy in the inductance return back to the supply. So this is the storing the energy in the green dash line in the load current, then the load voltage, the red dashes line from pi to pi plus alpha, then 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha. Like that, this is the energy storing in this pair. So the pair conducting SCR3 and 4, it will be commutated due to the line commutation to the instant of alpha to pi, alpha or 2 pi plus pi, alpha or 2 pi plus alpha. So this is the two instant are there, and 1 and 2 will be continuation to the operation. So what is the conduction period for SCR3? So what is the conduction period for SCR? So this is nothing but the conduction period. So what is the conduction period of SCR? Conduction period of SCR. So what is the conduction period of SCR? Pi plus pi to alpha, because from pi to alpha, SCR will be conducting S1 and S2. So then the current through the SCR is equal, then supply current is again equal. Supply current IS is the square is equals to positive and the negative value. When the SCR1 and SCR2 is on, the supply current is positive. That means the current through the SCR, this is the first definition, this is the second. So current through the SCR1 and SCR2 will be conducting there. The current is the positive, the supply current is the positive. That means IS is equals to positive is equals to I0, that means IS is equals to I0, where SCR3 and SCR4 conduct, the supply current is negative. That means I0 is equals to IS, because the polarity will be the opposite direction. Then what is the average value, average load voltage? Third, average load voltage. So average load voltage is nothing but the V0 is equals to 1 upon 2 pi. V0 is equals to 1 upon 2 pi integrate of alpha to beta Vm sin d omega t, sin omega t d omega t. So we can write here Vm upon 2 pi cos alpha minus cos beta. You have to solve this derivation completely. I write here shortly. Okay. So this is the Vm value for the average load voltage value. Vm upon 2 pi cos alpha minus cos beta. You have to solve completely. Vm upon 2 pi r and cos alpha minus cos beta. So this is the average load voltage, current through the SCR and the conduction period of the SCR. And what is the average load voltage VLDC? Average load voltage VLDC is equals to 2 Vm upon pi cos alpha. Okay. This is the VLDC is equals to 2 Vm upon pi cos alpha. After that this equation will get VLDC is equals to 2 Vm upon pi cos alpha.